whose enthusiasm or devotion is so strong as to be neither normal nor reasonable. Slavery fanatics were the main cause of the Civil War. There were pro-slavery fanatics like A.P. Butler and Preston Brooks, as well as anti-slavery fanatics such as John Brown, Abraham Lincoln, David Wilmot, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Jemmy, and Senator Charles Sumner. All of these people were the very first spark to the war. After all, every action starts with some kind of influence. Jemmy was a slave who led 20 other enslaved Congolese in a march south from Stono River. Together, they collected 60 more slaves and attacked the whites at a South Carolina militia. 20 whites and 44 slaves were killed. This rebellion is known as Stono Rebellion. John Brown had been one of the first acts of violence in the antebellum of the Civil War at Bleeding, Kansas. This proved him to be an extreme abolitionist. As if his murderous attack in Kansas wasn't enough, John Brown led 18 anti-slavery followers to capture the Harper's Ferry arsenal. He then sent out the memo to gather local slaves. Although no slaves joined the fight, Jemmy at Stono Rebellion could have been Brown's influence in believing that he could create a sort of anti-slavery army, one fanatic after another. More anti-slavery crazies include Abraham Lincoln, David Wilmot, and Harriet Beecher Stowe. These are a few people that represent fanatics who didn't start rebellions or attacks, but still expressed their strong beliefs in different ways. Abraham Lincoln. Abe Lincoln debated against Stephen A. Douglas over the moral, social, and political wrongness of slavery. David Wilmot. David Wilmot proposed a bill called the Wilmot Proviso that outlawed slavery in territories acquired by U.S. after the war with Mexico. Harriet Beecher Stowe. Harriet Beecher Stowe could be considered a big fanatic over slavery. Her book angered many Southerners for its negative view on slavery, but was a major success in the North. This book was called Uncle Tom's Cabin and is viewed as one conflict that led up to the Civil War. However, the influence was Stowe herself. Pro-slavery fanatics played the second victim in the conflicts leading up to the Civil War. Senator Charles Sumner sent out a speech that seemed to attack pro-slavery forces in Kansas due to its overload of insults. The speech also made fun of A.P. Butler, who was a pro-slavery senator from South Carolina. A relative of Butler named Preston Brooks heard about the speech and defended Butler and the South by attacking Sumner with his cane, hitting him 30 or more times. This was known as Bleeding Sumner. Not one of these incidents could have taken place without the actions of each fanatic individual. The true cause of the Civil War was the fanatics themselves.